Now we'll write an introduction for our biography. Our goal is to clearly introduce our person to our readers. We'll accomplish this by starting with a hook sentence, providing background information, and ending with a thesis statement. Here's what you'll need before we begin: your topics and subtopics paper, and your introduction paragraph paper. Now let's begin with a hook sentence. Your hook sentence should aim to hook your reader's attention. You can do this in many ways, but I'll focus on 3. Start with an amazing fact. Ask an interesting question. Share a surprising number or statistic. Here's the hooks I came up with for Martin Luther King Jr. Now I'll have to decide on which hook I like best. Though all of them are good, I like the interesting question hook the most, so I'll add this sentence to my introduction paragraph paper. Now we'll work to provide context about your person by adding about 3 sentences that give needed background information to your readers. These sentences will depend on the time period and/or the events of your person's life. Here's the background that I provided about Martin Luther King Jr. There's many things I could have said here, but I focused on what I believed the reader needed to know before reading my body paragraphs. Now is a good time to read my hook sentence and the background information together to make sure they flow together naturally. Now let's write the thesis statement. Your thesis is a sentence that tells your readers a summary of all 3 body paragraphs. Here's a formula that I use to create this thesis. With my topics and subtopics paper out, I'll show you how I use this formula. As you can see, the formula works well, but I needed to finish the sentence with a statement, so I added this part. Also, I needed to fix my capitalization and grammar. Now I'll add this sentence to my introduction paragraph paper. Lastly, reread your introduction to make sure all your sentences flow together naturally. If it does flow together naturally, make sure a teacher comes by and checks to see what you've done. Once you're approved, you'll be ready for the next step, which is writing your conclusion. Awesome job!